Pine trees are a type of coniferous tree that is found in many parts of the world. They are known for their tall, straight trunks and their long, needle-like leaves. Pine trees are an important source of lumber and paper, and they are also used for a variety of other purposes. Pine trees quickly became one of the most dominant types of trees on Earth. Pine trees were used by humans for centuries. The ancient Egyptians used pine resin to embalm their mummies. The ancient Greeks and Romans used pine trees to build ships and houses. Pine trees are gymnosperms, which means that they do not have flowers or fruits. Pine trees reproduce by cones. Male cones produce pollen, and female cones produce seeds. Pine trees are wind-pollinated. The pollen from the male cones is carried by the wind to the female cones. The seeds from the female cones are also carried by the wind. There are over 100 different species of pine trees. Some of the most common types of pine trees include loblolly pine, Pinus taeda. This is the most common type of pine tree in the southeastern United States. Longleaf pine, Pinus palustris. This is a tall, stately pine tree that is found in the southeastern United States. Pond pine, Pinus serratina. This is a pine tree that is found in the southeastern United States. It is adapted to wet, boggy areas. Pitch pine, Pinus rigida. This is a pine tree that is found in the northeastern United States. It is adapted to dry, rocky areas. White pine, Pinus strobus. This is a tall, white pine tree that is found in the northeastern United States. Pine trees are an important part of the ecosystem. They provide food and shelter for many animals. Pine trees also help to prevent erosion and to clean the air. Pine trees are a fire-adapted species. They have thick bark that helps to protect them from fire. Pine trees also produce cones that are serotinous, meaning that they only open after they have been exposed to fire. This allows the seeds to be released after a fire, when there is less competition from other plants. Pine trees are an important source of lumber and paper. The lumber from pine trees is used to build houses, furniture, and other products. The paper from pine trees is used to make newspapers, magazines, and other products. Pine trees are also used for a variety of other purposes. The resin from pine trees is used to make turpentine and pine tar. Pine needles are used to make tea and pine oil. Pine cones are used for decoration and in crafts. Pine trees are threatened by a variety of pests and diseases. Some of the most common threats to pine trees include southern pine beetle, Dendroctonus frontalis. This is a beetle that bores into the bark of pine trees and kills them. Mountain pine beetle, Dendroctonus ponderosae. This is a beetle that bores into the bark of pine trees and kills them. White pine blister rust, Cronartium ribicola. This is a fungus that infects pine trees and causes them to develop blisters. Gypsy moth, Lymantria dispar. This is a moth that defoliates trees, including pine trees. Pine trees are an important and valuable resource. They provide us with lumber, paper, and other products. Pine trees also play an important role in the ecosystem. We must do everything we can to protect pine trees from threats such as pests and diseases.